Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, the psychic astrologer. My website is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net. The weekly overview for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a collective reading, so take what you need and leave the rest. What has we learned from the final days of the sun in Libra? Aries, your solar sign is in the 7th house, which is in Libra, your opposition. This is the time for you to sit down, relax, do your investigation, do your research, and balance every partnerships and relationships out. This is the time to review your creativity, your direction, divine direction. This is also the time for you to be aware of your open enemies. This is also the time to balance your spiritual gift that is being given to you, Aries. This is also the time for you to use diplomacy and diplomat in making a decision with other people. This is also the time to make a decision and not be indecisive in making a decision. This is also the time, Aries, for you to deal with others, that you need to balance those relationships and partnerships out. And this is also the time for any legal situation that you are facing to deal with it. With the moon in Sagittarius, the moon represents your intuitiveness, your emotions, and your psychic ability. Sagittarius deals with adventures, speaking the truth, saying things that you don't hear from other people. Mercury in Libra. So there's a communication problem with some of you Aries that you need to balance out in a relationship or in a partnership that you've been running away from. Venus in Virgo. Venus is the goddess of love, money, work, and possession. And Virgo deals with health, work, and service to others. So some of you need to check on your health because of the stressful situation that's been in what Venus ruled. And so there needs to be a balance there. We have Mars now in Scorpio at home base. So take that vigor, that force, that drive, that energy, Aries, to end any situation that is bothering you emotionally, to end any situation that you're going to rise from the ashes and create a transformation. Okay, Aries? And then we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Chiron retrograding. When a planet is retrograding, it's moving backwards. You're reviewing when it was going direct. What opportunities, new abundance that you overlook, that you miss when Jupiter retrograding in Taurus. Saturn, setting yourself on a new and better foundation and setting boundaries. Uranus, come out of that seesaw Aries going up and down and make a decision. Balance it out, not with anger. And Pluto in Capricorn, some issue that goes back to your childhood connected with your father that created this imbalance needs to be addressed now. And it's going to bring a transformation. But the North Node in Aries, these are the lessons you need to learn in this lifetime about balancing relationships and partnerships out. And Chiron in Aries, retrograding, you were wounded. So you need to heal yourself. The next sign will be Leo. Leo, your solar sun is in the 7th house in Aquarius. Again, this is another opposition. Aquarius is the opposition of Leo because Leo, you are a fixed fire sign. And Aquarius, you are a fixed air sign. So, okay, with the sun in Libra, there needs to be a balance in all partnerships and relationships. Also, there needs to be expressing your creativity in a more even way and the direction that you're on at this time, Leo. The moon in Sagittarius, the moon represents your emotions, it represents your groundedness, it represents your intuitiveness, your psychic ability. It's in Sagittarius. Take a venture. Okay, speak what you want to speak in a diplomatic way. saying things that other people won't say that needs to be said. And with Jupiter, Sagittarius, we were retrograding in Taurus, deal with the money, love, work, and possession. There's issues in those areas that you need to speak on, and it's retrograding. So you're reviewing what was being held back, Leo, and what you should address. And then we have Mercury in Libra. Communication. So there's a communication problem with you, Leo, where you need to learn how to communicate and balance it and make a decision. Your indecisiveness is holding you back from moving forward. And then we have Venus in Virgo, which deals with love, money, work, and possession. So there's some issues here about your work that needs to be addressed. And this issue is also causing some issues here, Leo, with your health, because it's stressing you out, because you won't speak your truth. And then we have Mars in Scorpio, it's home base. So this is the time to intimacy, share resources, death and resurrection, rising from the ashes. So this is the time for you to transformation. You need to change. And this is also some secrets coming out about things that have to do with sex and intimacy, Leo. Then we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Chiron retrograding. When a planet is retrograding, it's moving backwards. So you're reviewing things to do with Jupiter and Taurus, the opportunities and advancement and the blessing that you missed because you were not listening, you were not paying attention. And Saturn and Pisces are setting a new foundation, tearing down that old thought process. And Pisces represent use your intuition, your psychic ability, and it also represents setting boundaries. Uranus, you've been on a seesaw of chaos, upheaval. Now you're going to make the decision to come out of that, just to bring you freedom, independent. Pluto and Capricorn, some issues about your father, a trauma that needs to be addressed. Okay, and then we have the North Node in Aries. These are the lessons you need to learn in this lifetime, Leo. And we have Chiron in Aries. You were wounded, retrograding. You need to heal. Sagittarius, okay? Your solar sun is in the 7th house, which is Gemini. Again, your opposition, while the sun is in Libra. So there's a communication problem here, Sagittarius, that you need to address. You need to balance all partnerships, relationship, your creativity, and be on the right direction. Okay? It also deals with, your open enemies. You're knowing them now. And house of spiritual blessings. Some blessings are coming through. And it also deals with decisions and indecisions. It also deals with diplomacy and diplomat, if you're going to make these decisions, Sagittarius. It also deals with other and legal situation issues that need to be addressed and even out. We have the moon in Sagittarius, okay? So the moon is benefiting you to make these decisions, using your intuition, using your psychic ability, and emotional grounding yourself. Mercury in Libra, communicating what you want and what you don't want. I feel that some of you are not answering the questions, or you're not communicating well because you fear to hurt someone's feeling. Venus in Virgo. Venus, the guys that love money, work, and possession. Get out of your head and make decisions on these issues here. Mars in Scorpio. It deals with taking that energy, that vigor, that force, and drive to put in intimacy, share resources, death and resurrection, rising from the ashes, and a transformation, a change, Sagittarius. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Chiron are retrograding. And retrograding, you're moving backwards, reviewing what's going on. So there were some missed opportunities that you missed with Jupiter in Taurus. But these new opportunities will come back in, so you need to pay more attention. Saturn, tearing down that old foundation of thought and the process of what's going on and setting new boundaries. Uranus and Taurus coming out of that chaos, that revolution, that constant change to bring a smooth balance to your life. Pluto and Capricorn, issues with your father, a trauma that needs to be addressed. North Node and Aries, these are the lessons you need to learn in this lifetime, Sagittarius, about these issues. And Chiron and Aries, you were wounded, retrograding. You need to heal yourself at this time. So these are the lessons that you learn with the sun is in Libra if you took action to make a change and transform and rise up from it.